The DJI Pocket 3 might just be the best everyday vlog camera, that's an important detail, vlog camera that you can buy. Let's talk about it. I made a video the other day talking about how you should not buy the DJI Pocket 3. What did I name it? I think I named it, consider this before buying the DJI Pocket 3. And it really had me thinking that every single con or every single thing that is wrong with this camera, there is also a very big pro that's on the other side of the camera. And me, I'm so used to, when it comes to cameras, really anything, bicycles, cameras, whatever, shoes, glasses, I always tend to choose the more versatile option, the more generalized one, something that can do a little bit of everything. The cell phone in your pocket, or my iPhone 15 Pro, for example, is a very good video camera. It's also a very good photo camera. Of course, it's not a real camera. It doesn't have a bigger sensor, but for a mobile camera, mobile video powerhouse that fits in your pocket, it's great. However, like I said, it's not specialized. It's a little bit of do everything, jack of all trades, master of none. But when we think about the Pocket 3, that is not the case. It is a very, very specialized camera. It's really great at doing a lot of things or doing a couple of things, but then it's just horrible for doing other things. Some of the things it's not good at would be photography, taking it out in the rain, durability. And that's pretty much it, I guess. Photography, durability, weather resistance. It also has a very small sensor compared to an APS-C or full frame sensor, which can be a con if you want to get good dynamic range. You want to change your lenses to get different looks. You want to be able to use different microphones. But at the same time, if you want all those things, you're going to have to spend close to double just to get a simple system, and you're still going to have to go out there and buy extra batteries and an extra microphone. So the big positive of this camera would be that $700, $750 after tax, you're getting the Creator Combo, which comes with the microphone that I have clipped to my shirt right now, the extra battery. You can pretty much just run your entire YouTube channel, run a whole social media platform with just this product for $750. And that is a huge positive. Now, what about using something like your phone? If you wrap a phone, especially a later iPhone 13, 14, or 15, or one of your more modern Android smartphones, wrap that thing in a case, put a tempered glass screen protector on front of it, you're going to get that durability, and it's also going to be a lot. These phones nowadays it's crazy. It's almost waterproof. Does anyone remember back in the day when if we dropped our phone in the puddle, it just stopped working, that was it? If it was misting out, stopped working, that was it. Those days are long gone. So the phone, as far as durability, reliability, it's great. Phones can also go ahead and take better photos. It's more ergonomic, it has better features. However, there's three big downsides to the phone. Number one, you're burning through your battery. Number two, you're actually filling up your storage if you only have a 128 gigabyte version. And number three, it's your phone. If you drop it, if you lose it, if you're holding it out in front of you like this, it's, if someone comes along, runs up and takes it from you, you're SOL, because your phone is a lot more than just a daily vlog camera like this. Not saying that I would want anyone to run up and grab something from me, but at least if I still have my phone, life's gonna suck, but life's gonna suck a lot worse if you get your phone stolen, because it's our main communication device, a lot of us, most of us, probably all of us at that point, everyone watching this video, that is. So that's where the Pocket 3 really shines. It can give you similar but sometimes better image quality than the phone, but you don't have to worry about filling up your phone and burning down your battery. And when you're using your phones or when I'm using my phone, at least in my experience, when I'm using it for when I'm using it for filming myself, it runs down the battery very fast. Of course, I always bring extra batteries, but it's just a lot. You're putting a lot of stock in that one device. This can almost act like an extension of your phone, and it just makes things a little bit easier. So there's another big positive. What about something like a Sony ZV-E10 first generation? okay, now you're at an interchangeable lens system. You can get better looks. It's more modular. You can go ahead and connect up different microphones a lot easier. You have a lot more versatility, especially when it comes to the photo department. Stability, your SOL, as far as battery life is kind of it uses the old batteries, and you're still going to have to invest in a lot of other gear just to get what you can get out of this. So, you know, you need a couple of different lenses, a couple of different tripods, more batteries. You're pretty much over $1,000, and you're still not as good as you are right here. It's still not going to be able to fit in your pocket, and it's just not going to be as good of a value. Step it up to the ZV-E10 Mark II. Now you're talking $1,000 for just the body alone. Same thing. You got to do just the camera body. That's no microphone, no extra batteries, no lens, no tripods. This thing, $750, or $650 or $550, whatever, if you just get the camera alone with no microphones. Maybe you already have a wireless microphone you want to use. I step it up to the A6700. This is probably a camera that if I didn't have any cameras at all and I had a decent amount of budget, this is what I would get. I would get the Sony A6700 with the kit lens, a cheap shotgun microphone, a couple of tripods, a couple of batteries, and you're going to be good to start with that. And you're also going to be able to grow into that, get different lenses, and actually take better photos with it. It's not going to be a video-only camera. But again, we get back to price. Sony A6700, really amazing hybrid camera, takes great photo, great video stabilization, pretty much everything. $1,400 for just the camera body. $1,500 with the kit lens, but where's your tripod? Where are your extra batteries? Where is your wireless microphone? Where's your shotgun microphone? Probably about $2,000 for the entire system with just the kit lens when all is said and done. Again, $750 right here, creator combo. I know it's like $669. I just say $700, $750 because after taxes, which we all have to pay. So that's where, if it were me, since I have gotten into photography, I am and probably always will be video first. I started with video, but I've recently taken a liking to photography. I think I would, first I want to center the gimbal, something you don't have to worry about with the traditional cameras. I would probably, knowing what I know now, I would just get that A6700. Since it's going to be more than twice the price, it's a better value. And if I'm out filming video and I want to just practice some photography, I can do it a lot easier. However, when I did buy this, I think I made the right choice just because I wanted something that, you know, in between that iPhone 15 Pro and Action 4, which I also have, and a bigger full-frame mirrorless camera like a ZV-E1 or A7S III, which are great cameras, but if you just want to do this, if you just want to get started, this is great. And of course, there are things like it's super lightweight, you actually can fit it in your pocket. I usually just leave the microphone on my shirt when I walk out. So if you want to go ahead and just start to do videos. Oh, and almost forgot, this is going to be a much, much better sit down and film yourself inside camera than your phone or your action camera. This 20mm focal length is a lot more pleasing than a 16, and it's just nice to, of course your phone can do the indoor talking videos. Your phone really can do a lot, but then you'll have to invest in a selfie screen monitor. This is a more simple system if you're just looking for a camera to start out with, and that is the real value of the DJI Pocket 3. Especially, sometimes I like to do these vlogs, maybe not every day, but I always like the idea of doing daily videos because it keeps you going, it keeps you comfortable in front of the camera. You don't have to think about, are you going to make a video that day? That's it, make a video that day, it becomes a habit. And it's a lot easier to do that with something like this, throw it in your bag, than even something like an A6700, which is going to be 2, maybe 3 times the weight. Also, the audio in this one, onboard audio it's okay, it's passable. If you don't have a loud truck like we do right there, if it's not windy, if it's a quiet street, I would totally do it. I would say it's about on par with using your phone for videos. But again, the great thing about this is, you know, it connects up super easy with the DJI Mic 2. So Audio is good, not great. You always have to use a external microphone, but that's kind of always something you should be doing anyway. Every time I end up not using an external microphone, I'm always kicking myself saying I should. So for every, again, like I said before, for every con that you could think of this camera, there's a pro on the other side, and it's more of a targeted, specialized product, not something like your iPhone that can do a little bit of everything, or a Sony a6700 that can do a little bit of everything, or an a7 IV, a7S III. Those can do a little bit of everything. The a7S III is a bit more video focused, but you can still take good photos because it's a photo camera, but it has a lot of great video specs. So yeah, just some random thoughts and just reflections on why I haven't been using this and why I would say maybe don't buy it, you know, and why I feel influenced. That's the other thing too. This camera was crazy hyped up, crazy hyped up. We had creators saying, oh, it's the one camera that you can get. Yes, for video only, for content creation only, not for low light, not for real professional shoots, not for photography, not for anything when it comes to the technicalities, but social media, running a YouTube channel, travel vlogs, you know, if you could just be delicate with it, don't drop it, don't use it in the rain, don't use it in the snow, it's gonna be great. But it is a focused product. If you're into photography and you want a camera that can do a little bit of everything, this probably isn't the greatest thing. However, let's say you have an a6700 and you want to get a Sony 11mm lens, for example, then the 11mm lens alone is going to cost you $500 to $600. This one, you can get the entire system. And as far as weight, same thing. It's not going to weigh much more. Take one extra lens with you, and now you've got a whole secondary camera. And that's where, again, that's a whole other video, but you know, it might be a little bit smarter to not blow all of your money on one camera body like I've done before, and split it up, get an older camera, and then split it up. That way you'll just have more options. You'll have a specialized photo camera, specialized video camera. You could also get something like this, and I saw a guy, I think his YouTube channel is Breakfast for Your Soul. You can get this, and you can get a ZV-E10 Mark I. That could be your sit-down in-studio camera, and since that camera has a mechanical shutter, you're good to go. You could even go with an older APS-C Sony camera, which is probably all going to run you like $600 or $700 total with the kit lens, and there you go. Now, for that same $1,400 of getting the a6700, you're going to have $700 for this, $700 for a dedicated photo camera. You're good to go. So just a couple things for you to think about. I'm going to be trying to use this thing a little bit more because I think it's definitely got a lot of big positives. I just don't vlog a lot anymore, but I hope to start vlogging more. You know, I was always worried about the vlogs not getting great views, but why not? Views don't matter in the long run. Again, another video for another time, but views don't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.